What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So here we go with AMC. It's absolutely looking amazing. And what I said yesterday that was going to happen did happen. And we need to talk about this and how it's going to affect the months to come, the weeks to come, the days to come. So before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter at Perry8K over on Twitter. You can get all that information, all this, stock information, mainly crypto information for right now. But we will have a lot more stock information implemented or included into my Twitter account. So we need to talk about AMC because what happened today, and it's still not over. We could see some positive movement. We could also see some negative movement. I think we're going to see probably a bounce, but I'm not 100% sure. So again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's dive into this real quick. So what we're looking at first is we're really just going to look at AMC. Let me move me over to here. That's not going to work. I just need to move my camera over to this side. You're going to see me slide. Yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at how AMC performed today. Now, if you weren't familiar with what happened yesterday, they were up about 15% yesterday. And then through the after hours market, they were up, about 10% through the day. And you saw this decrease a little bit through the pre-market. It really started to fall during the pre-market, and people were like, "Ah, man, it's going to be something to where they try and really harm this thing and really short this thing as much as they possibly could to bring it down to some of these lower levels, right?" And as we got into the open, we got closer and closer to the open. I noticed that we had a ton of volume go through today. In the beginning of the day, before it even opened, it was like 7 million shares within the pre-market, which is typically we hover around that 2 million share mark. But you can see here by the amount of volume that went through today, we had a massive amount of volume, and it was showing that we were going to pick up in volume throughout the day because of that 7 million start. Now, when we started, we opened up, it was green. I was like, all right, it's going to look, pretty good. It's going to be bullish. Movement was really slow. Even though we did see some volume, movement was pretty slow. It did increase and then all of a sudden started to come back. Now, I ended up taking this dip to where I wanted to buy more AMC. So if you don't know, I hold 908 and then I hold 75 over in Fidelity. I ended up buying 50 more over in Fidelity to get me over 100. That will be the last 100 shares that I sell because it's going to be my Roth IRA. Anything that I have, Jesus, I don't know what happened there. Anything that I have as a long-term investment, there will give me the most value and I won't have to pay taxes on it, right? So I'm really excited about what I can do with that. So I ended up buying more shares at 20 or no, it was at $19. So it did come back a little bit. It increased here. I got caught up. People saw this during the live and I ended up buying somewhere around that 19 mark. Now, I think it was a good move because I can see that this has increased from that 19 mark all the way up to where it is now at 21, 21.21 or 21.23, up 16%. We can see that this did get up to a peak point of 20, and I started seeing it come back, and I was like, all right, it's going to be this kind of day. They're going to try and pull this back. It did pull back and started to level out. You saw consolidation through the morning, and then when it got towards lunchtime, that's where you started seeing it pick up with a lot more volume that we're going through, right? 300,000 shares worth of volume versus seeing, 75,000 shares worth of volume, and then started seeing even more volume, 779,000 shares worth of volume, or even more volume, looking at 902,000 shares worth of volume, or somewhere around here where you're looking at 1.4 million shares worth of volume at 1208. So really you started seeing a pickup, a massive pickup of volume to where we amounted to a total amount of volume here, as you can see up here, 163 million shares worth of volume, and we're still not done yet. We still have a good 13 minutes left in the day. You're probably, when you see this, the day is gonna be ended. I'm not gonna have everything up by then, but you did see some consolidation up at this peak point. See multiple touch points up in this level of about 22, really resisting at the level of 22. Fell back down to about the 200 EMA, consolidated around there, bounced off of it up to the level of 22 yet again. It did pass 22, got up to about 22. What was the high? 22. Where's the high at? Right here, 22.35. So it got up to 22.35 before resisting and falling down, dropping below the 200 EMA, consolidating around the 200 EMA, below and above, and now you're seeing it really consolidate through the rest of the day. We hope to see some positivity as we go through the rest of the day, because again, we only have 13 minutes now, and you know 12 minutes now, and hopefully we see some positivity to get us back to finish above 22. I would love to have that happen in the last 10 minutes, see some sort of a large rally within the day to finish like 20% up. That would be phenomenal. I was thinking we would see a little bit of a bounce off of this VWAP down here, but it's looking like we're starting to see it come back a little bit, and it's going to just be more consolidation. So today was amazing, right? With the news that was going on with GME and seeing that pop off, with AMC taking, this opportunity and creating this much volume, this much buying volume, including my buying volume. I know it's not a massive amount, but I ended up buying 50 more, which I said I wouldn't buy anymore. So you can see how much I really believe in AMC, and I really love AMC, and I want to talk about it more. It's just the negative days are tough, right, to talk about. They're just so tough, and I don't want to bring anybody's spirits down because I'm very open and transparent. But I do want to talk about the stock market a lot more. But you can see here what I talked about in the past was the weekly candlesticks and the monthly candlesticks. In the last video that I talked about, I wanted it to break the 15 moving average here and the 200 EMA. And that's exactly what it did. It broke the 200 EMA, broke the 15 moving average, and it's not to the level where it resisted from the 15 moving average. It broke the 15 moving average and easily jumped, well above that. So we can see a continuation of that after we're down at these lows, considering this as more of like a W formation, really creating this lower low here, or both of these lows here, creating a double touch point at the bottom, creating a bounce. That's what it does look like. You're creating a W formation easily and seeing that bounce up to some of these higher levels, maybe even getting back up to this $30 level. That's what we're looking for. That next level is looking for the $30 level, looking for this $25 level and the $30 level. And then we're looking for it to obviously increase well above that. So right now, we are seeing a little bit of a pullback. Understandable, because of the fact that we started increasing a little bit, having that bounce close to the VWAP, and seeing that jump up above the 15 moving average, 200 EMA as well, and kind of dropping a little bit, consolidating around that 21 mark. So hopefully we can stay above that and we don't see a collapse, because sometimes they short it at the end of the day. It's always possible. But the weekly look, that's exactly what we wanted to see. But we also want to see that in the monthly look. So I talked about the fact that February was going to be a positive month, and I thought March would kind of show the same. And that's exactly what we're seeing. March is showing a positive month. February is showing a positive month. I thought that this was the level to where we were going to bounce off of and have that increase up to the 15 moving average here, looking at about 2660. That's what we're looking for. So finding a way to increase above there. It's probably going to be somewhere around maybe 25 at that time, maybe lower 26s, or sorry, higher 25, lower 26s. So I'm looking for this to be a nice green candlestick, get up to the 15 moving average and surpass the 15 moving average. So that's what I'm looking for in a monthly look. And it looks very solid. It looks like it's following the plan with all of this buying strength. You can see the long wick at the bottom. If you zoom in, you can see the long wick at the bottom and that larger body at the top, showing that it has a lot of buying strength. So I'm really bullish, obviously, on AMC. I bought more AMC today. I want to see what's going to happen, but I'm excited to see, another day to where it's increasing by 15%, 15% yesterday, 15% today. And I'm hoping we can see just so much more as the days come. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.